Hi, I'm Lee White. I'm a transformational coach and women's empowerment leader. I'm an author and speaker, and I live in Sydney, Australia. I work very closely with clients and with groups of people on releasing what is blocking them from having freedom from the sense of overwhelm, of not being able to change their lives and not being able to have a fulfilling life or a connection with their passion, their purpose, what it is they want to do that will fulfill them in their lives. And once we've established those, then we look at how you can manifest this in your life, how you can bring this sense of fulfillment and have a happier, more joyful life that feels freer and you feel empowered to have the best life you can. You may be wondering why I do this and how long I've been doing this. Well, to explain why I came into empowering people through my work, it all began at a really defining moment in my life in 2006 when my brother, who was very close to me, took his life by suicide. He took his own life in 2006 and my whole world stopped. You know, your mind and your heart can't really function after you've experienced a really major trauma in your life. And I knew I had to make a difference in this world after that. But, you know, you really can't get any traction when you're recovering from a really huge trauma. And I ended up seeing different types of people that could help me. And I went to a therapeutic group where I met other people, a group of 12 of us, and we had all had really similar experiences, and I was really shocked that so many people were affected by suicide and that we were all so different and that it's totally non-exclusive. Through that group, we were able to go from being so overwrought in our lives that we basically, you know, you feel like you can't get out of bed, to we then, after the sessions, we felt like we could actually give something back to others. And 5 of us ended up, 5 including me, ended up co-founding a charity for people that is for people bereaved by suicide. It's called Wings of Hope in Sydney, Australia. And we have a national project still running today, 10 years down the track, which is placing a really fantastic resource into schools everywhere for families bereaved by suicide. You can look it up, Wings of Hope. And through that process, I really discovered a lot more about myself, and something that hadn't changed was really being able to receive the message that I know my brother, for one, had been trying to give me for a long time, which was that there was more to life, that there was more to life than being so driven like, you know, I had been for a very long time. And I started to listen to the wisdom and the perspective that he'd been trying to show me for a long time. And, you know, it was all about not stressing so much and not worrying and not feeling like there were consequences for so much, and just to have more freedom in my life. And I began to be really curious about changing my life in this way and the things that meant a lot to me. So I returned to things that I had been experiencing in the past. I returned to personal development and spiritual development, which I had actually scored a job in my 20s in an incredible global publishing firm. And at that time, I worked in an amazing team. We were the best, and we just the best team. I mean, we loved each other. And I was in charge of the New Age books and the spiritual books and the books about the body healing themselves, self, by Louise Hayes, Carolyn Myss, Deepak Chopra, James Redfield, all of the big names. They were all in there, Jack Canfield. And at that time, I was totally what you would call in the flow. I was cutting out things that I didn't need in my life, and I was really feeling connected and in my really fulfilling place in my life. I'd really discovered at that time that storytelling and story sharing is very much a part of my passion, and also this aspect of personal development. So, you know, if I was at a party, I'd be the person who would be sort of sitting in the corner with someone having a really powerful conversation and very in depth. And it doesn't matter if I'm in the grocery line, it doesn't matter if I'm in a board meeting, I'm having that, you know, let's go deeper. What is the meaning of this, the purpose to it all? I'm that person. So absolutely, it became a part of my journey to write a chapter in a book. It's Life Sucks, but you can turn it around, and powerful true stories and resources to help you overcome life's toughest challenges is, you know, the very long title of the book, which I wrote a chapter in as part of my journey. And that desire to help others is really a part of what motivates me and makes me very passionate. You know, I left behind that past and I really listened to my calling, which was to empower women to have more freedom and teach them to break free from the overwhelm that everybody experiences, and to know their own power and to live from their heart. And you know, I've watched them identify their blocks and really smash those and break through doing the programs and through that I offer and through working with me. And, you know, they end up in a position where they can rewrite their internal stories and have the freedom to create the life that they really desire, a lot of which they would have thought was out of their reach beforehand. You know, I've worked on different retreats, programs, and with private clients, and I look forward to helping a woman like you as well to have the freedom and the empowerment that everybody's entitled to. Thanks very much.